Hi, this is Richard Priday for Tom's Guide, and today we're taking a detailed look at the OnePlus 9 Pro. The OnePlus 9 Pro has only made a few notable changes since last year's model. However, those changes have had a huge impact. With HASSELBLAD on board as its new camera partner, super-fast 65-watt wired charging, and OnePlus's usual focus on high-powered hardware for less, this is an Android phone you need to pay attention to. The 9 Pro is a 6.7-inch handset, which is actually 0.1 inches smaller than the OnePlus 8 Pro that launched last year. It's also a slightly less curved than last year, as you can see on the side of the display here. This should give a nice balance between the comfort of a curved handset, but also the more reliable interaction you get with a flatter screen. The OnePlus 9 Pro comes in a choice of 3 different colors. There's plain black, pine green, or this, which is morning mist. It's a gradient between silver at the top and a mirrored black at the bottom, which looks beautiful until you get fingerprints all over it. When it comes to cameras on the OnePlus 9 Pro, you have a total of 5. The first one is a 16 megapixel selfie camera here on the front. You'll find the rest on the back. We have a 50 megapixel main sensor here at the top, a 50 megapixel ultra-wide sensor in the middle, a 8 megapixel telephoto sensor with 3.3 times optical zoom, and finally a 2 megapixel black and white monochrome sensor. Perhaps the biggest piece of news for the OnePlus 9 Pro is its new partnership with HASSELBLAD. At first this just looks to be purely cosmetic. You have an orange shutter button right here, and when you press it, it makes the HASSELBLAD classic shutter sound. OnePlus, however, says that the changes go deeper, and this is, in fact, the most color-accurate photography system on any camera phone today. OnePlus is also drawing particular attention to the 50 megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Not only is this larger than the average ultra-wide sensor you'll find on a smartphone, it also comes with a freeform lens, which when working in tandem with anti-distortion post-processing, should mean that you're able to take wide open scenes or pictures of large groups of people without the edges of the pictures showing that trademark ultra-wide skewing. It shouldn't just impress with still shots either. The OnePlus 9 Pro is capable of shooting in 8K at 30 frames per second. That's an incredible amount of detail for a smartphone. And if you want something a little less detailed at 4K, then you're able to shoot at 120 frames per second, which should give you plenty of detail while still performing hyperlapse or slow motion video. Like its rival, the Samsung Galaxy S21, the OnePlus 9 Pro offers a variable refresh rate, allowing the phone to dip as low as 1 Hz when looking at static images, such as photos, but to scale up to 120 Hz if you're moving quickly between menus or scrolling through your social media feed. That smart refresh rate, combined with a detailed Quad HD display, means this is a suitable rival for Samsung's best, the Galaxy S21 Ultra. The latest games and the most demanding apps shouldn't prove much of a challenge for the OnePlus 9 Pro. It's got a Snapdragon 888 chipset on the inside, and combined with up to 12 GB of RAM, it should easily eat through even the most demanding gaming experience. And when you're gaming, you'll be able to take advantage of OnePlus's new HYPERTOUCH system. On supported games, this allows for 360 Hz touch sampling rate, which should mean that these games feel more responsive than ever. Inside the OnePlus 9 Pro is a 2-cell battery, which has a combined capacity of 4,500 mAh. What that means is it's able to charge particularly fast, either at 65 watts wired using the included wireless charging brick, or at 50 watts wireless if you buy OnePlus's proprietary wireless charging stand. OnePlus has again excelled when it comes to the OnePlus 9 software. It's running on Android 11 using the Oxygen OS launcher, and it is attractive, smooth, and easy to navigate. It's also got a couple of new features, including the new Canvas always-on display, which allows you to turn a picture of yourself or anything else you fancy into a sketched outline that will always show when you have the screen locked. So it looks like once again OnePlus has turned out an amazing flagship in the form of the OnePlus 9 Pro. It's got some tough rivals to go up against, the iPhone 12 Pro, the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus. However, with hardware as good as this, and likely a lower price to boot, this is definitely a flagship phone you should be paying attention to if you're planning on buying a new phone anytime soon.